Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, we all know Rand Paul wants to be president. His chances of becoming president are a lot smaller than his ambition, but, well, things kind of have been breaking his way. Chris Christie is now saddled with the Bridgegate and Sandy scandals, and those aren't going to be resolved for a while, and when they do, he'll probably go to jail. Ted Cruz took the Republicans into the shutdown and is now taking the blame for that. So it looks like he has a pretty good shot at getting the GOP nomination. So of course he is attacking who he thinks is going to be his most likely opponent, correctly, Hillary Clinton. So of course he's repeating Benghazi, Benghazi all over the place, and even though it's been proven that there is no scandal there, of course Republicans will believe anything. And but he's also attacking Bill Clinton. He called him a sexual predator. Now those of us who followed that scandal back then know that young Bill Clinton was a randy guy. And just couldn't say no to his dick. We also know that Monica Lewinsky went to Washington with the goal of fucking the president. So there really wasn't much in the way of sexual predation there. And all that was 20 years ago. And a couple of heart attacks and surgeries later. So Clinton obviously has no longer the, he may still have the desire, but he probably doesn't have the ability to pursue any sexual proclivities. And attacking Hillary for standing by her man and keeping their marriage together, saving their marriage, is not going to resonate much with voters. So it's not like Senator Paul has found anything new. And I might point out that Bill Clinton is probably one of the most popular ex-presidents ever, with all the stuff he's been doing, especially with the Clinton Foundation and other good works. Just like the Republicans couldn't really lay a hand on him while he was president and in the middle of that scandal, Rand Paul is not going to lay a glove on him now. But you know, the Clintons have been in the spotlight for a long time. They've learned how to handle it. Rand Paul hasn't even begun to deal with the kind of scrutiny he's going to get if he does emerge as a major presidential contender. And we've already seen that he doesn't really handle it that well. When the plagiarism scandal broke around him, the fact that he basically copies his speeches and books from other people, he didn't do a very good job of handling the questions that were received from that. Wait until he has to field questions about his association with Jack Hunter, also known as the Southern Avenger, a man who stated publicly that the assassination of Abraham Lincoln was a good thing. He also chaired the League of the South, which advocates secession and has been called by the Southern Poverty Law Center a hate group. Jack Hunter's Southern Avenger mask was painted with the Confederate flag, by the way, which pretty much is no longer a symbol of the South. It's a symbol of racism. And he also made a number of racist comments. And it's not like Rand Paul can claim that the guy was only a passing acquaintance. He was his social media director and they co-wrote a book together. Well, they co-copied one together, actually. And then there was Christopher Hightower, once another Rand Paul spokesman, who had on his Facebook page a card that said, on Martin Luther King's birthday, that said, "Happy Nigger Day," with a drawing of a lynching, which he left up there for quite a while. Now, Rand Paul defended these people. He insisted that the problem was the liberal media. But since then, Jack Hunter has had a change of heart and has admitted that the things he was doing were racist. What makes Senator Paul's defense of the guy even more questionable is the fact that he said he would have voted against the Civil Rights Act. Rand Paul insists he's not a racist, and the media cuts him a lot of slack there. I'm not willing to do that. I have one thing to say to Senator Paul. If the sheet fits, wear it. Thanks for listening.